As you all are aware, we have a new program added to our safety policy called the Near Miss Policy. The DU Near Miss program gives all employees an opportunity to capitalize on identifying these close calls that did not result in damage, illness, or injury, but had the potential to do so. And here's how the program will work. An employee experiences a near miss situation or identifies a situation that could pose potential for a future incident. That employee completes the near miss reporting form and/or verbally discusses the event with a safety committee representative or an assigned near miss program representative. The reporting employee's identity stays anonymous. After the initial discussion with the safety committee or the near miss program representative, there are no repercussions for reporting a near miss. No punitive action will be taken. Employees at any level are encouraged to participate. However, leadership team and management staff are not eligible to receive the incentives. Near miss events and recommendations for process improvements will be communicated to the reporting employee and the appropriate work groups at Decatur Utilities. So let's go over the incentive. For each valid near miss an employee reports, reporting employee will receive one DU incentive token valued at $5. Tokens can then be used to purchase items throughout the DU online apparel store. There are no time limits or value limits for the tokens to be used. Tokens must be used in increments of $5. If the value of the purchased items are more than the amount of tokens available, then the difference can be payroll deducted. If the value of the purchased items are less than increments of $5, then any difference would be forfeited. So for example, your purchase was $27 and you use 6 tokens, which equal $30, you're forfeiting the $3 difference. The process for making a purchase will be the employee makes a selection of items at the DU store. Then the employee will receive an order confirmation from Fully Promoted, which is our store administrator. The employee receives, completes, and signs the authorization form. And then the form is submitted to HR or Kim Hill, along with tokens to be applied. The employee will receive notification when the order is ready to be picked up. Your FY21 Safety Committee members or near miss representatives are Direct Report and Field. Stephen Williams is your Safety Committee Chairman. Your Manager Representative is John Kuhlman. Your Direct Report for the office is Lisa Terry. Gas, water, and wastewater operations will be Daniel English. Central Parkway Service Center, the electric department, is Eli Bryant. At the admin office is Deborah Curtis. The wastewater treatment plant is Javion Conley. And at the water treatment plant will be Jeannie Kelly. Field services or meter readers will be Zach Fowler. And the secretary or token administrator is Kim Hill. Kim is located at our admin office in the HR department. You received an email from Ray Harden on October the 28th that contains the information I just went over and has the policy, the near miss reporting form, and the store tutorial attached. Feel free to email your safety committee representative, direct report, or manager with any questions about this new program. Thank you. Our safety topic for the month of November is carbon monoxide, the invisible killer. So what is carbon monoxide? Carbon monoxide is an odorless, colorless gas that often goes undetected, striking victims caught off guard or in their sleep. More than 400 people in the U.S. die from unintentional carbon monoxide poisoning every year, according to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention. More than 20,000 visit the emergency room and more than 4,000 others are hospitalized. This invisible killer is produced by burning fuel in cars or trucks, small engines, stoves, or lanterns. When the gas builds up in enclosed spaces, people or animals who breathe it can be poisoned. Ventilation does not guarantee safety. So who's at risk for carbon monoxide poisoning? Anyone can be at risk. The CDC says infants, the elderly, and people with chronic heart disease, anemia, or breathing problems are more prone to illness or death, but carbon monoxide doesn't discriminate. Winter can be a prime time for carbon monoxide poisoning as people turn on their heating systems and mistakenly warm their cars and garages. So as the weather turns colder, it's important to take extra precautions. Some symptoms of carbon monoxide poisoning. The U.S. Fire Administration has put together materials on dangers of carbon monoxide, including a list of carbon monoxide poisoning symptoms. Symptoms severity varies depending on the level of carbon monoxide and duration of exposure. Mild symptoms, sometimes mistaken for flu. Low to moderate carbon monoxide poisoning is characterized by headache, fatigue, shortness of breath, nausea, dizziness. High-level carbon monoxide poisoning results in mental confusion, vomiting, loss of muscular coordination, loss of consciousness, and death. So if you think you're experiencing any of these symptoms of carbon monoxide poisoning, go outside and get fresh air immediately. How can I prevent carbon monoxide poisoning in my home? Well, you can install a battery-operated or battery backup CO detector in your home and check or replace the battery when you change the time on your clocks each spring and fall. Place your detector where it will wake you up if it alarms, such as outside each bedroom. Consider buying a detector with a digital readout. This detector can tell you the highest level of CO2 concentration in your home in addition to alarming. Replace your CO detector every 5 years. Have your heating system, water heater, and any other gas, oil, or coal-burning appliances serviced by a qualified technician every year. Do not use portable flameless chemical heaters indoors. If you smell an odor from your gas refrigerator, have an expert service it. When you buy gas equipment, buy only equipment carrying the seal of a national testing agency, such as Underwriters Laboratories. How can I prevent carbon monoxide poisoning in my home? Make sure your gas appliances are vented properly. Horizontal vent pipes for appliances such as a water heater should go up slightly as they go towards the outdoors. This prevents the CO from leaking if the joints or pipes aren't fitted tightly. Have your chimney checked or cleaned every year. Never patch a vent pipe with tape, gum, or anything else. Never use a gas range or oven for heating. Using a gas range or oven for heating can cause a buildup of CO inside your home, cabin, or camper. Never burn charcoal indoors. Never use a portable gas camp stove indoors. And never use a generator inside your home, basement, or garage or less than 20 feet from any window, door, or vent. And if you're using a generator, use a battery-powered or battery backup CO detector in your home. How can I avoid CO poisoning from my car or truck? You can have a mechanic check the exhaust system of your car or truck every year. A small leak in the exhaust system can lead to a buildup of CO inside the car. Never run your car or truck inside a garage that is attached to a house, even with the garage door open. Always open the door to a detached garage to let fresh air in when you're running a car or truck inside. And if you drive a car or SUV with a tailgate, when you open the tailgate, it opens the vents or windows to make sure air is moving through. If only the tailgate is open, CO from the exhaust will be pulled into your car or SUV. One example of this, when my husband and I were dating, we were headed to Huntsville one night using Highway 72 from Killen going into Huntsville. And we noticed that a van in front of us was swerving and running off the road. And so Dustin just hung back for a little bit. Well, she finally pulled over and we pulled over behind her, and he went up to check on her because he could tell it was a lady. She was by herself and there were small children in the car. What had happened was she had carbon monoxide in her car. It was winter time. She was running her heater. Her kids were asleep and she was falling asleep. So we helped get everybody out of the vehicle and stand outside, and another car pulled over with us and actually called 911 to get them some help. But they would have been victims of carbon monoxide poisoning. When the carbon monoxide alarm sounds, the Consumer Product Safety Commission warns that you should never ignore it and do not try to find the source of the gas. Instead, follow these steps. Immediately move outside to fresh air. Call emergency services, your fire department, or 911. Do a head count to check to account for everyone. And do not re-enter the premises until emergency responders have given you permission to do so.